Trailblazers take... Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us. And Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
And, of course, MP has made it known he expects an all-star nod this season. And any matchup that challenges his spot, he's going to take very seriously.
The special part of MP's game is how spectacular he is under the brightest lights. When he faces high-caliber stars, he turns it up to another level. Fans have come to expect excellence from him against top talent, and I'd be shocked if he wasn't a shoo-in as a top all-star vote getter.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Both of the towers out there for him. Cat at the 4, Gobert at the 5. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Goose in at the 1. So it's Portland now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Here's Avdia. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And he drives in, and he dumps it down.
Well, look, if you give Henderson room for liftoff, he's going to jam it all over you.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Here's Cox, coming off a solid outing against Dallas. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
He has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Edwards gets the bucket.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Over to the left wing. Pickett passes to Henderson. They set the pick. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, I think they found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Now here's Avdia. 5 points in the game. Inside, here's Pickett, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
To the inside, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Trailblazers, they stalled a little bit, looking to get something started and make a move up the ladder.
When I look at Minnesota, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some critics have said they're playing way above their heads, but I think we're just learning how great this team is.
Murray's checked in for Avdia. Here's Sharp, following the score by Minnesota. Back to Henderson. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Edwards, a pass to Cox. Stolen by Sharp. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And that one's good. Pickett.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
2 minutes remaining in the
Hook loose.
Wow, that's a tough foul to take.
timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just one or two major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
We've got Avdia. Isaiah Joe is out there with Terry Rozier. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Pickett in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's DeRozan. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Trailblazers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pickett can't hit.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Here's Cox, pounded by Rozier. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Now here's Rozier. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. And he hits the jumper for 2. Rozier's gotten 4 this quarter.
Good awareness on Ayton's part, spotting the open teammate.
Pass to Dillingham. There's the 3. Cox, good. Cox has got 8.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And it's Rozier with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 1. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. Ayton, the screen on Edwards. Here's Joe. Reed with the rebound.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Avdia passes to Pickett, and the shot goes. 9 points in the game. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Now here's Rozier. Back to Joe. Shot clock at 6. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. And Ayton gets it to go.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Goose in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He ended up with 44 points and at the other end of the floor. He's a thief. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Outstanding. Thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can replicate that performance.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now here's Sharp. He's got 7. Ayton, the screen on Edwards. Sharp goes in. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Here's Cox. Knocks down the long J. Cox has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Ooh, they pick off the pass. And he's all alone. Here's Oubre. And he caps off the break with a monster slam. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Sharp against Edwards. 1:43 left in the first half of this one.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Now here's Oubre. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Off target from the wing. Can they get it? And that's 2 points on the layup. he has got 7 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Cox, defended by Henderson. Lets a floater go. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Scoot Henderson.
The officials were right on top of that.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And some changes here for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for Ayton, and it's Pickett in for Henderson. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. Pass to Pickett. Down low. Nice move. And it's rejected. 35 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Cox. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
He's got free throw attempts 4 and 5 here.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
Now here's Sharp. He has 7. Off the outside. 17 seconds left in the half. Here's Klingon. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Minnesota up 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation.
And moving on to the Timberwolves now. They're in the midst of a close game.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
That's it for us.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
On the court for Minnesota. Both of the towers out there for him. Cat at the 4, Gobert at the 5. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Goose in at the 1. Here's Cox. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cox has got 20 points.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Edwards against Sharp. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
But look, it's not fun guarding Sharp. He's long and bouncy. Sometimes you just have to foul.
And the second free throw is good. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Gobert passes to Edwards, to the paint. Here's Cox, and he jams it home with authority.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
Oh, he picked him clean. Here's Cox, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Now here's Henderson. Defense right on him. Off target from 3-point range.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Kept alive. Klingon. And he banks in the layup. Klingon's got his first basket.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Cox, good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Blazers trail by 7. Off the outside. Pickett passes to Avdia. And they call an illegal screen here. And here we can check out the story for Donovan Clingan.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Oh, easy 2 for Gobert.
I mean, could this be any easier for Gobert? The rim is right there for him.
Here's Henderson. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Portland has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Sharp passes to Henderson. Now here's Avdia. Pass to Pickett. To the middle. Here's Clingan. Off target with a close-range fadeaway. The Timberwolves lead by 9. And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Henderson outside. Avdia passes to Henderson. Drops in the 3. Henderson's got 8.
And credit Henderson's teammates. They got him the ball right on time.
Portland making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Dillingham's checked in for Oubre. Pass to Cox. The 3. It doesn't go for him. Blazers trail by 8. Pickett passes to Sharp. Sinks the tray. Sharp's got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, Sharp is just pouring shots in. Great to see him playing with this blend of energy and assertiveness.
Here's Dillingham. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Gobert. And DeMar DeRozan is subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Here's Henderson. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. He's got 10.
Well, that pull-up jumper is a go-to move for Henderson. A shot he's clearly put some time into.
It's tipped. Here's Pickett, covered by Towns. Pickett passes to Henderson. Off target from outside.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Reed to screen on Sharp. Outside Reed. The 3. Knocks down the triple. Reed's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
You don't want to leave Reed any space out there. He's an efficient three-point shooter.
Pass to Sharp. Lets the 3 fly. Towns with a rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Here's Cox, defended by Henderson. Oh, it's stolen away.
Henderson, one of the more explosive athletes in the game.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Cox. Off the mark there with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to Cox. Towns a screen on Henderson. Towns outside. And here's Dillingham from the arc. And it's Portland with a rebound.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Here's Cox. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists tonight.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Murray with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Outside Joe. Pass to Henderson. Murray with it. 5 to shoot. Hayden with a screen. Puts it up from 12. Murray, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
They've got DeAndre Ayton. Henderson out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Murray. And it's Avdia in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Simmons is checked in for the Timberwolves.
Third team foul. Now on the floor for the Timberwolves. Number 1, Ben Simmons.
Henderson scanning the floor. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And, man, they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Pass to Dillingham. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cox. Edwards for 3. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding. So that brings him up to 4 fouls. So he's forced to hold himself back a little now, which may make him a target for the offense.
And some changes here for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for Ayton. Pickett comes in for Murray. And it's Sharp in for Joe. Henderson for 3. Connects from downtown.
I love it, Kevin. Well, good to see Scoot Henderson rolling here. A lot of expectations on this kid, showing he has the ability.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Cox. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And here they come. Jumps up. Portland with a rebound. Avdia left side. Pass to Klingon. Outside Sharp.
Another exciting young player from Canada. Shaden Sharp is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
Both free throws good from Sharp.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Minnesota leading by 5. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. The shot no good by Cox. Portland has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Here's Henderson. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
What a big bucket for Henderson. Sensing the moment.
Edwards finds Gobert. Here's Cox. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Henderson outside. Cox with a rebound. Cox has got 4 rebounds in the game. Down low. Shots good by Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Yeah, with his size and build, Towns can be very forceful inside, and no one was able to stop him.
Fires in the triple.
Well, you could just tell that Sharp was ready to fight for this bucket as much as he needed to.
Out to the wing. And here's Oubre from the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
And I think this hometown crowd is in shock as the visiting squad fires right back with a 3 of their own.
Henderson outside. Sharp against Towns. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Inside. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And no good. As the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. Trip coming up empty, missing both. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Now here's Henderson. The D's right on it. It's blocked by Gobert.
Nice play by Gobert, providing elite rim protection for over a decade.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
It's good from beyond the arc. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Fifth personal foul. Fifth team foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there. Portland calls timeout. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Yes!
Well, Henderson is a flashy player. He doesn't mind taking risks and trying to get creative.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he'll sit the rest of this one out.
Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
And he's unable to get the second one. Timeout called. Portland. They trail by 4. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Timberwolves foul. Fifth personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Absolutely need a 3 here.
And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win.
Long season. Time to grab that lunch bell and go to work.
Showtime, MP. True balls only.